Hello guys, welcome back to Hill Studios. Same day after that tutorial only. So let us see where we have stopped, right? So let me try to mitigate. Oh no, we have to do it for three people. Yeah, I cannot walk over through it. One sec. Okay guys, okay, just wait a minute. We have spent 33 seconds. Okay, fine. Okay, in the previous video, what we have done is like we kind of okay, just wait a minute. I'll go to blueprints and I'll go to player and I'll go to other person character, and we can just see like once we are dead, we are playing some animation and we are regenerating the health. Now what we're going to do, we're going to add scores, right? It's going to be pretty much cool, right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to add scores. So how to add scores? It is pretty simple. So whenever these two people attack each other, we need to have some kind of like score, so that you're going to get like 1 on the blue team side and 0 on the red team side, something like that. So where do scores present in? Scores are present in game state because scores belong to the game. They are common throughout the game. So go to game state. There are two variables, blue team score and red team score. If you haven't checked out my previous videos, you have to check them. You have to check my previous videos so that you will get a better understanding of what game state is and what play state is, whatever. All of this stuff. Now, blue team score and red team score are generally not replicated. So whenever you change blue team score and red team score, they change only on this server. They don't change on the client. What you need to do now, you just need to change them replicated. If you go to our user interface, player UI, okay. If you go to this particular text, if you go to on graph, on event construct, we are casting it to game state and we are setting a timer. We are setting two timers. One timer is for every 5 seconds this function will call, and one is for every 1 second this one will call. Every 1 second this one is kind of a timer, like time number of amount of time remind, and for every 5 seconds we are getting the score. Why every 5 seconds is because whenever you have a huge amount of people, you need to have as much little CPU overhead as possible. So if you are running it every 1 second, yeah, it is fine as well, but it might have some overhead. So also team scores doesn't change that much and people don't look at it very often. So it is better to have it for every 5 seconds or 3 seconds, 2 seconds, whatever you wish. Then I'm just getting the blue team score and red team score and I'm just adding them to them. That's it. So yeah, that's how it works. So what to do now? So go to your TDM game state. Okay, wait, I'm going to create some functions. First function is like change scores. Change scores. So we're going to add a custom event. Change score. Change score is nothing but like iterate or increase score, something like that. Inside we're going to have a parameter called blue team. Like, do I need to change blue team score or what? So something like that. So this is change score function, and we're going to go to the third person character. Did we ever got a chance to have game state? No, we never. So we're going to get our game state, not a problem at all. We're going to have a game state and we're also going to display, yeah, okay, fine, whatever, we're going to get it at all. So it is being executed only once at the starting, so we don't need to worry. Get game state and cast to TDM game state, and yeah, and we'll promote it to a variable. Got it, guys? Yeah. Now what we need to do is whenever we execute, whenever we be like, okay, we are taking some damage, okay, we are taking some damage and we are dead. Now what we need to do, once we are dead, we need to increase score on our opponent's team, right? If we are a blue team member and if you are dead, you should increase score on red team guy. So what we need to do is, once we are dead, we will get our game state, and we'll be like change score. We'll call this function change score. Now if I set it to blue, let us add this thing. So if someone says like, okay, change score blue team as true, that means I need to change score of blue team. What's the meaning of changing? Just incrementing, right? Like you're just incrementing by each point, right? So we'll just increment it. If it is false, then I'll increment red team score. That's it. It is pretty simple, right? So if you go to blue team, then that's going to happen. Otherwise, it's going to go to blue. It's going to go to red team. Now what? Now, if it is true, that means it is blue team, right? I need to increase for red team. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it for not boolean. So if team is true, that means he is blue team. Not will give false. So we are saying like not blue team, it should be red team, something like that. So I hope you guys understood this thing. So we need to increase score for the opponent team if we are dead. That's what we are doing. Once we are dead, we are taking our opponent team boolean value and we are passing it here. Then if it is false, then we are increasing red team score, otherwise we are increasing blue team score. Let's go to player UI just for simplicity. I'm just changing it to 1 second rather than 5 seconds so that we guys can see it much more fastly whatever we are getting. So let me increase the score right now. Is red. You can just see I got 1 here. So red team score is 1. And again, he is again dead and red team score is 2 again. So if you go to red team score and blue team score, that is really weird, right? Because red team score is not replicated and blue team score is also not replicated. So how it is even possible? That is something which is extremely wait. Even take damage. Let me wait a second. Attack server will be executing on the server and it will call shoot, which will execute on the server itself. Then we're not caring if they are of same team or opposite team, and we're just sending it directly to take damage. This one will also execute on the server. Here you are setting L to true and then you are setting change score. I think this function will also execute on the server, right? Yeah, this function will also execute on the server. So just to make sure it's executed on the server, I'm just printing a string like change score, something like that. Change score, and let me just print this thing out. Uh, you can see it is changing server on the server side, changing score on the server side. But blue team score, it is not replicated. I don't know why it's happening. Like it is not replicated, guys. If it is not replicated, we shouldn't get it. What happens in player UI is I'm getting it for every frame. I'm getting the TDM GS and I'm getting blue team score and red team score. I'm just converting it. It is really weird. I don't know, like, do they wait? Go to minutes. Minutes it is replicated, and seconds it is replicated as well, right? So what happens if I change them to none? Okay, let us change seconds and minutes to none. Okay, let us see now what happens. Do they getting? Do they get replicated? Oh, got it. Oh shit, I forgot. Okay, got it. I got it, guys. I got it. Why it's happening? Even though we are setting not replicated to true, why they are being replicated? Good thought. So I'm in the kind of I develop games on dedicated server mostly, so that's why I'm kind of confused. I'm going to explain to you guys now. So we are developing this stuff in listen server, right? In listen server, one guy will be the host. So server, this person is both the player and also the server itself. So that's why they are changing on the server. So this is the guy we are shooting, right? Let me show it to you guys. So this is the guy we are shooting, and I'm shooting him. Here you can see the score changed to, here you can see the score changed to 0/1. Here it is still 0/0. So what? So since it is on the server itself, you can see the values immediately, but since it is on clients, you're not seeing the value. Got it? I hope you guys are getting it. Now what we need to do? Pretty simple. Just go to TDM game state and change the red team score to replicated and blue team score to replicated as well. Since that guy is the server itself, we can see each and every value changing in him without even being replicated, right? So yeah, That's how it works, guys. So now if you take a look at it, just a minute. Okay. Now if I kill him, now you can see the score is the score changed here, and it also changed here as well. I hope you guys are getting it. Now what? Yeah, I think we added scores, and you can add as many scores as possible. And right, let me check it out. So like I am decreasing health of him. So red team score increased now. Again, I'll kill the same person again. Again, he dead and 0, 2. I will kill the other guy who is far away. So that, yeah, is dead as well. You can see now blue team score increase, right? So that's it, guys. That's the scores. If you guys didn't understand anything, comment down below. And also check out my new game, Muslims Unleashed. The trailer link will be in description. And also give your feedback and join Discord so that we are trying to form a community here. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. Hope I may meet you in next minute. For you, it's going to be next day.